All right, we have a math talks today. As you can see, we have these dots. What can we do with them? What do they look like? Anything that you remember that we're working on recently? Anything? Just say it out loud. Area model. Okay. Nice. Now the area model is what? What kind of activity do we do with an area model?
Multiplication.
And when we talk about activities, what are our four options? Division, multiplying, subtraction, and addition, right? Those are our activities, right?
Yep.
Most people call these operations. Ooh, fancy talk. Okay, so if we're going to think of it as an area model, what is this? Somebody help me. What is it? What do we write? What do we write where? What do we do?
Oh.
What do we put? No, don't hold your hands up. Just start yelling it out.
7.
Okay, so we have 7 on the top.
8 on 1.
And we have how many on this side?
7.
7, huh? Now, we're going to do what with it? Multiply. So we're really looking at 7 times 7. Now, how many of you are not good at sevens? I'm not good at sevens, Mr. McGuire. I don't know how to multiply. Just say me.
Me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, what could we do to this if we're not good at multiplying sevens? What could we do? What could we do with this?
You count all the dots?
You can do it this way.
We could break it apart, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I have my 7 here. I'm going to scroll down just slightly. I have my 7, right? What can I break that 7 into?
8, 3, and 4.
Well, what am I good at multiplying?
5.
5, I like that. And I'm also good at multiplying,
2.
yes, because 5 plus 2, right? Is that correct? All right, 5 plus 2 is 7. So we've broken our number. Some people like to call it, okay, decomposing the number too, right? Okay, so I'm going to highlight how many rows. How many rows? 5, right? Okay. So I'm going to highlight 5 of them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this would be our, you want to call it something? The orange area. Yeah. That was a rough one, wasn't it? Yeah. And then we have what on the bottom? We have the red area. Okay? And our orange area, what is our orange area? How many? How many?
5? No.
Yeah, we have 5. You're right. And then how many in our red area? 2. So, we could actually make it into a box like we've done before, right?
Yep.
Do we know how to... Now, do we know what to do? Can we multiply those? How would you write this problem out? How could we write it out before we do it?
5 times 5.
Okay, so parentheses, 5 times 7,
Plus
and then parentheses, and then 2 times 7. And what do we put in between the parentheses?
the plus.
Why do we use the addition sign?
Because we're adding.
Because we broke it apart, right?
Yeah.
And we had an addition sign in between, so that's why we're going to take this addition sign and put it here. Does that make sense? Could we do this problem?
Yes.
Is it easier for us to do than 7 times 7 when we don't know what 7 times 7 is, right?
Yes.
All right, so 5 times 7, what is it?
35.
35. And what do I need to do next? Add. And then what do I need to do after that? 2 times 7, and that would be?
14.
Okay, so how do we go about doing this? Well, we could put it in a vertical method, right?
Yep.
Like that. Or we could do it horizontally if we say 4 plus 5 is what?
9.
And that goes in the what place value?
And 1.
Ones, nice. I'm going to change this color. Okay, and then we're going to add the 1 and the 3, and that's going to make 4. So our answer is 49. Now, if we did it in the kind of the standard algorithm way, 5 plus 4 is 9, and that we have the same thing, don't we?
Yep.
So whichever way you're most comfortable doing, if you rather do it vertically, feel free to do it that way. Not a problem. If you're good at kind of crossing things out as you go, or highlighting them like I did, feel free to use a highlighter, okay? So we used, we distributed that number out, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we multiplied it, we got our answer. So how many dots do you think are in this whole thing?
49.
Yeah, 49. Good job, you guys. Good work. All right. Does this look familiar?
Yes. Every model.
It is, isn't it? And we could make it in a slightly different way, couldn't we? Rather than using 5, we could use what?
4 and 3.
4 and a 3? Okay. So we could go to here, right? Is that 4?
Yes.
And then we could make the other one, we'll make it red. Okay, so let's write it out. How do you write it out?
You put
4
4 times 7 plus
parentheses 3 times 7.
Okay. So, what is 4 times 7? Is anybody not good at 4s? Just say me.
me.
Okay. So 4s are really 2 plus 2, right?
Yep.
Right. So 2 times 7 is
14.
2 times 7 is 14, and then 2 times 7 is 14, and 14 and 14 is
28.
yeah. So this would be a 28 here, wouldn't it? Plus, and then how much do we have on 3 times 7?
21.
Yeah, we knew that one, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to put it vertically? Would you like that?
Yes.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
1 plus 8 equals 9.
9
And then
and 4.
2 equals
49. Is that the same number we got up above here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, we did it right. It worked out just great, didn't it?
Yes.
So we have 49 squares, huh?
Yeah.
Do you see? It's important to play around with numbers so you start seeing patterns and what you can do. Does that make sense? We did several things here, didn't we?
Yeah.
How could I write this if I was writing this as an exponent? This part right here. If I was writing this as an exponent, how would I write it as an exponent? I just wanted to throw that out to see if you guys remember exponents. Remember what an exponent is?
Oh, yeah.
The number becomes how many?
There's a little number over a big number, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's our big number here?
7.
Okay, now if I just heard an answer from you, I'd like you not to say the next part. And then what's the little number do you think goes over the 7? Any thoughts? Remember, the little number tells
How many big numbers?
how many big numbers. How many big 7s do you see?
2.
How many big 7s do you see?
2.
So we could put a 2 over it, right? So what could we say about 7? How do we say it when there's a 2 over the top?
We have to multiply.
Squared. 7, everybody. 7 squared. 7 squared equals what number?
7 times 7.
14. 49. 2 7.
49. Because isn't that what we had just done? 7 times 7?
Yeah, because it's 2 7s, so you have to multiply it.
7 times 7 is 49, right? I know, I just wanted to throw that out. That was a little extra. That wasn't really our math talk part, but I wanted to try to bring it back to your memory, so if we bring it back to memory enough time, maybe you'll remember it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what did we learn from this? What did we learn? How to break numbers down so that we can multiply them easier and make our job easier. Okay? Good job, you guys. I love math.